So the system has a totally inert fluid line. This is FEP tubing, borosilicate glass as a syringe with PTFE plunger, and the peak housing here houses a PTFE valve system. So we have an inert fluid line. This is obviously to ensure that we have no issues and problems regarding the product. And indeed, when the sample is actually taken, with the high ratio dilutions we're making, not only are we getting 100% recovery of the sample, but we're using the diluent to flush through the system to ensure we have no carryover. However, if you were doing a dilution with a ratio of less than 1 to 5, you may want to consider having a wash step after the dispense action. And this can be done within the instrument in the advanced mode. So we'll conduct the same steps we have here, doing a low ratio dilution to 10 mils. So I'm going to go into the advanced step, come here, and I can switch on the wash mode. So we have wash mode off at the moment. We'll switch wash mode is on, and that's actually selected in the program. And once we actually go back into the functions, we'll see that the screen now includes a wash volume. So we're going to change the dilution step here to still 10 mils, but I'm going to do a dilution to a value of 1 to 5. But I only need 5 mils of this standard. So let's look at changing some of those variables that allows us to make the changes. We're going to change the total volume to 5,000. And I'm going to do a dilution ratio of 1 to 5. And we can see that we're taking a sample volume here of 1 mil to 4 mils. But because it's a lower ratio dilution, what I want to do is have a wash step after the program. So I put a wash volume here of 10 mils. Okay, so we now have the same function and program. We've been sampling 1 mil with 4 mils of diluent using air gaps, but after the program function we'll have a wash step to ensure we have no further carryover. So let's start that particular program. As with the other programs, the first step here will be to aspirate the diluent volume and the air gap. And the air gap, ready for me to pick up the sample. The sample is aspirated, and we can now pick up the air gap. I can wipe the tip and make my dilution. Of 1 to 5, but the syringe is actually automatically aspirated 10 mils to allow me to use a wash step of 10 mils, which I'll take to waste. Using a simple wash step procedure, it allows us to ensure we have no carryover with particularly viscous materials that may be bound in some way to the tubing. However, the tubing line, as mentioned, is a fluoroethylene polymer, naturally hydrophobic, and so it's resistant to obviously material binding to it because of its nature.